Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Welcome to a brand new week here at Hunky Dory TV. We hope you've had a lovely weekend. We've just been catching up on our weekends and what we've been doing. Jess, how was your weekend?
Great.
It was Jess's birthday, if you remember, on Friday. We all wish Jess happy birthday. And did you go out and have a few little drinks?
Yeah.
Just a couple?
Just a couple.
Yeah, just a few. It was quite funny. And we were saying it's because you're getting old, Jess. Do you know how old she was? 24. Oh, 24. She's a bab, an absolute bab. And in demonstration station, it's the fabulous Stace. How are you?
They're not so young, Steve, compared to Jess.
Younger than me.
In between.
How are
good,
you?
Thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah,
Super
it's
excited to
exciting
have
to
you
be
here.
back. Yeah.
We did some live shuffling on the schedule last Friday, if you remember. We made a few changes to get Stacey in.
Yeah, I didn't panic at all because I had no prep done. I was like, I'm fine. Totally fine.
Yeah, we just made a couple of changes, you know, because we wanted to see Stacey. We love seeing Stace, don't we? It's, you know, it's fine. It's all good. It's all good. So we have got for you today embossing folders. How exciting. We've kind of done them sporadically as kind of magazine gifts. We've done the occasional one.
I did them years and years and years
quite
ago.
a long time ago. And me and Stacey were chatting and we were like, you know what, we need some core embossing folders. And that's exactly what we've got you. We've got you some embossing folders that you are going to be using forever. Absolute tools for life. You are going to love them. But before we get into everything, we have got a brand new Win It Weekly. And what a fabulous Win It Weekly this is. A brush marker mini bundle.
That's amazing.
Oh, are we still on Diddycam from Pocket Pads? It's all right, Jess. We'll let you off. And there we go. So we have got the brush marker mini bundle that's got the Antique Dreams, Rainbow Pastels and the Crafting Handbook worth £39.97. But could be yours if you are one of our 3 lucky winners if you answer our crazy question correctly. Are you ready for this? Which of these traditions occurs on the first day of spring every year? Is it A, the Festival of Scrambled Eggs? Is it B, the Battle of Oranges? Or is it C, mashed potato wrestling? That makes me feel physically sick.
I love all of them. That sounds amazing. The Battle of the Oranges.
I like them, but wrestling in mashed potato, Stacey, that is like...
I'd probably be all right with mashed potato wrestling, you know. Yeah.
I'm not down for that. I'm really not down for that. I do love a scrambled egg, though. We had breakfast tea for tea last night, and we had scrambled eggs. Mark wanted fried eggs, and I was like, no, I want scrambled. And I was cooking, so we had scrambled eggs with our breakfast tea. Let us know what you think the answer is. I have got absolutely no idea. I really have no clue. It's a wonderful question. Okay, are you ready to see some of the amazing projects made with the embossing folders? Aren't they wonderful? They are just so versatile. You're going to be using them all the time, and they're just so good to use because you can do so much with them. You can just kind of use them as they are, but there are so many techniques as well. You are just going to love them. So you can get them individually. You can get a mini multi-buy, if you will, of any 2 for £9.98. Oh. Or you can get the Ultimate Collection, which is going to save you £6, which is practically one free, isn't it? So you have got these 4 designs to choose from. So you've got the stripes. I love a diagonal stripe like this. It's just so useful. I think it can kind of give you Christmas vibes. It can give you kind of contemporary vibes. There's just so much you can do with a stripe. Male, female, kids, you know, absolutely anybody. It is so perfect for.
And I'm going to say that word, Christmas.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. Just red and white. It's going to look amazing.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. We've got the stars. Look how cute they are. Absolutely love that you've got the larger stars, you've got the little tiny stars, and then you've got almost like those little tiny dots in there as well, so it gives it loads and loads of texture. Again, perfect for all occasions. Kind of, I'm thinking like kind of magical. I'm thinking Christmas again. I'm thinking maybe like new babies, things like that. There's so many things you can cover using the stars there. We have got the absolute classic dots. I mean, come on. Look at it. It's gorgeous.
A cat request. Cat requested dots.
It's just so useful.
It is. Yeah.
And I'm thinking clean and simple cards, white on white, lots of clean space. This is going to look amazing in that background. And then another favourite of mine, because again, I think it's just so versatile. Great for men's cards as well, this one. You have got those zigzags, but think about how you can be cutting into those as well, making them look a little bit different. They are amazing. So they are your 4 designs. Let me show you them. They are all 6x6 as well, just to clarify the size. Let me show you the board that we have here, because this is this one. Oh gosh, where are you? You're right over here. Hold up. Let's move some things. So you can see the dimension that you get in there. You can feel that texture. It just feels fabulous. They're giving you a really nice deep emboss. Is this like the back? Like the deboss?
Yeah, that's the debossing, yeah.
It's really cool, isn't it? The dots is fabulous. So obviously you can emboss it, then turn it over. You can use the back, you can use the front. The stars is gorgeous as well. Imagine inking these. You know, imagine using your sprays and your spritz and things like that. There's just so much you can do with them. They are amazing. I have got some more things to share with you as well. Let me just pop that down and move back over to this one. Because we have got all sorts of different things that we can emboss onto. So this is our Adorable Scorable. You can see you get that really lovely finish there. Now you will get, if I bring that in really close, you will get a little bit of cracking on here on your Adorable Scorable. Now, Adorable Scorable obviously is designed to be scored, so that is where it isn't going to crack. But when you're putting the pressure of an embossing folder onto it, you can get some cracking in there, so it is perfectly normal. Do not worry. You'll have to kind of play around with your machine, your cardstocks, if you don't want the cracking, to kind of get the finish that you want. But that is your Adorable Scorable. Oh, look at this one. So this one is our Matte-tastic, and it's been sanded as well. Look how tactile that is. Just gives you such a different look, doesn't it? It gives you a really kind of textured, distressed look. It looks amazing. Absolutely love that one. Oh my goodness, look at this one. This is your black stamping card with your pearlescent powders over the top.
So with this one, because I asked Kat about this, she actually mixed the pearlescent powders with a tiny bit of water.
Okay.
And then you get a little bit more of a gilding finish rather than the powder finish.
That looks amazing, doesn't it? I love that. Love, love, love. Then we have got our craft card. This just, again, looks absolutely gorgeous, doesn't it? You can see what's next. Look at this.
I feel like we should just rename craft card cat card.
Cat card, yeah. That's okay. We can do that. Look at the mirror.
Coloured mirror would look amazing.
And again, you can sand this back and reveal that white core underneath. You can still make your mirror distressed if you want to. Then we have got this one here, which is parchment. Look how gorgeous that looks. Because it kind of gives you that that kind of white detail that you would get in parchment crafting.
Yeah.
It looks so stunning, doesn't it? Then we have got acetate. Let me lift this one up so you can see. Put those down. Hold up. Here we go. Look at the acetate.
Amazing, isn't it?
Have you used embossing folders and acetate before? Because you need to. Look at that.
I'm thinking like apertures on cards.
Yeah.
Even just
so
like
different.
acetate actual cards.
Yeah.
Like they're very on trend right now.
Definitely. And because they're 6x6, the embossing folder is, you can easily get yourself, because if you get an A4 acetate folder, it's just under 6x6, isn't it? I wonder if you could put them both through, put it through as like a folded up card, or whether you'd have to do the two sections separately, like the front and the back separately.
If we've got some acetate, we could try it.
Oh, we can have a little try
Yeah.
after. Love that, love that. Next for you, we have got our watercolour card, and then look at this. Has the colour been put on afterwards or before, Stace?
Either, I think. But
Either.
I think I would probably put it on before if you wanted the dots to be coloured as
Yeah,
well.
yeah.
Or go in afterwards, and you'll probably get slightly different effects because
yeah.
the ink will pool where it's debossed
Yeah.
or embossed.
Have a play around with that and see. Look at this one as well. Look at the shimmer. Oh my word.
It just embosses so well.
Doesn't it?
Just like
really,
moulds to that
yeah,
design.
really quite surprised by that. It looks amazing. It looks so cool. I love that. And then this one is our coloured parchment. So you can really see that kind of embossed detail, kind of giving you that white kind of finish. This is like what a traditional parchment craft is. You emboss it and get that white kind of look to it, and it looks so pretty. So that is your coloured parchment there as well. And that is just some things you can emboss, some things you can do. There's so many techniques, isn't there? We are going to plan in a Technique Tuesday to really show off what you can do with your embossing folders, because there are so many different techniques. Look at that one. So simple as well. This is what I love about them. You don't have to go crazy. Look at that from Donna. She's used the gilding flakes on there. That looks sensational, doesn't it? Oh, look at this one as well. This one is from Sabira. It's absolutely gorgeous. Oh, look at that. Isn't it beautiful?
I think embossing folders add another level of texture, another level of dimension to your cards. And you don't have to go crazy with everything that you put on it either.
Really
you can keep them really simple.
Look at that. So just where you position your embossing folder is just going to give you that kind of effect. It looks so cool, doesn't it? You can see all of these cards have got like lots of white space as well. So stock up on your Ink Me, stock up on your craft card, and stock up, I would say, probably your black stamping card as well, because they just look absolutely gorgeous together, don't they? Okay. Stacey, we're coming for our very first demo.
Yay!
I'm excited.
So we're going to use two embossing folders on this demo. We're going to use our stars and we're going to use our dots.
Ooh.
And I've gone in with 6x6 Matastic, and this is, I'm going to say, orange twist or something like that.
Yeah, if you like.
Yeah, we'll call it that today. That's what it is. And then on the white one, we're going in with our Ink Me. So it's just plain white. You can use your white Matastic if you prefer, and then I'm going to use the Sizzix just because I'm more comfortable with the Sizzix. However, these will, I know the team have used the Crafter's Companion Geminis, they've used the Gemporium, they've used the manual ones, so there is so many different machines and they will pretty much always work. So you need to take out, this is supposed to be attached. Ours is not attached, it's well loved. So we'll just bin that one for now.
Yeah.
So you just need your bottom plate, which is quite a thin plate, then another plate there. Now these will kind of fit, if I just move this over. Ooh. They're very like on the edge with these machines, with your smaller machines.
Okay.
So just make sure that it is aligned before you put it through.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to damage your
No, you don't want to.
folders.
Yeah.
As I did when we were testing samples. I was just like, it'll be fine. It was not fine. And you don't even need to run it through twice. Just need to run it through once.
Oh, bonus. Look at that. I can see it from the back
so
then.
this is the deboss.
Ah,
So
look.
this is the back. There you go, you can see that there. If I turn it over, this is the embossed. So we're going to use the front, which is the embossed.
Oh, it looks gorgeous, doesn't it?
And then let's put this through. So with coloured, if you want the embossed, so the raised side, you need to put your colour facing upwards so the purple then sits on top, if that makes sense. If you want the debossed on your coloured side, then just turn it over and like that.
I see. So just be mindful with your colours.
Yeah. So we want the raised side on the coloured side. So we want the dots to be raised. Let's run that through.
So easy as well, isn't it? You know,
It
and
is.
like you say, no matter what machine you've got, as long as it's kind of A5 and above, so it's not they're not gonna go for your teeny tiny little Gemini Mini.
Yeah, so
You need the MIDI,
some
Cuttlebug.
companies do oversized A6, so they won't actually go through your smaller machines, whereas ours are exactly 6x6,
Yeah.
so they will fit through perfectly. Because I know that not everyone has an A4 machine. I don't
No.
have an A4 machine at home. They're just, for me, it's too big.
Space, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're going to sand this one, and then we're going to ink this one. So let's go in with the sanding first. And I know that some people are a little bit funny about sanding, so this is your warning to mute the sound for a minute. And I've got a sanding block, and we're just going to lightly
That's not
go
too
over
bad.
there.
You can handle that.
And it reveals that white core.
Look how cool that looks already. So
I know.
instantly, you've just made yourself so many different coloured backgrounds
Yep.
with white embossed detail.
And I could easily just make a card out of that background.
Yeah.
But I am trying to cram in as many techniques as possible today.
We're doing everything.
So let's ink this one. So we're going to get our blending tool, and I've gone in with Tangerine ink pad. So let's grab this. It's a
my
nice
gosh.
bright orange card. for
Stacey, we've got
today.
so much stuff for the second half.
I know.
The middle bit.
Well, Jess said to me on Friday, "What are you going to do in your demos?" And I was like, "I've absolutely no idea. Absolutely none at all. I haven't thought about it." And she was like, "Well, I need to know what you want on the show." So I just gave her a really big list.
So it's your fault there's so much
It
stuff.
is, yeah.
Yeah.
So if your ink pads are nice and juicy, you might want to just remove some because you want to go in really lightly.
That looks so good already. Look
Because
how
you
it's
don't-
picking up that detail on the embossing.
You don't want too much in your background. You want that in the embossed
Yeah.
area to be lifted with that colour.
So it's up to you, like how heavy you are here,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know, if you're going to go in quite heavy, you're going to get kind of that coverage everywhere, and it's not
Yeah.
going to highlight that embossing the same, is it? Oh, that looks so good.
And it just, again, you can't get this with anything else, can you? You
No.
can't get it with dyes or anything like that. It's the embossing that you need.
And it is just, like you say, it just adds something else to your cards, doesn't it? It's another kind of texture.
It does.
It just looks so good.
And again, we could make a card out of this one.
Yeah.
Just like that. Just put sentiment on it. Bit of matte layer. You could put it on the orange if you wanted to. And it would be perfect. That's all you need to do. But we're going to merge these two. Now let me just wipe this off before I get orange everywhere.
You're so good. I'm never that prepared.
Well, I tend to get orange everywhere. I was playing with these yesterday and I was obsessed with the orange ink pad. I don't know why, but there was orange all over my hands.
I can see you don't have an orange cat, do you?
Everywhere. No, no, we've
The cat's
been there
managed to
before.
avoid that.
Yeah. So,
Oh,
let's
those
move these plates out of the way before I drop them. Let's cut down this one. Now, I want a little, I don't want the edge, if that makes sense. So I want to actually cut off a tiny bit. So we've got the edge of a star. And then we're going to go in and cut it 1 inch strips.
Okay.
So we've got one, got another one, and you can arrange them randomly, or you can do what I'm doing and line them back up.
Cute.
I think that just moved a bit. And you need 4 strips in total, so that's 1 inch, 4. There you go. Then let's bring our orange back in, and what we're going to do is you can actually arrange them so you get a strip of dots and then stars and then another strip of dots.
Oh, nice.
Because you've got that pattern, so it brings in that really nice striped look, so it changes the look of your dots completely.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't think that that is actually an all over pattern.
No, that looks so cool.
So let's go in, and I think we're going to use foam pads just to lift it a little
Okay.
bit. And then what I've done is got a our star nesting dies. Now, I was very sad. I looked in my stash yesterday at home. I don't have them at home.
Oh.
So I need to sort this out, don't I? I need to go get
Yeah,
some.
definitely. Did I tell you about our hearts last week?
No.
So I couldn't find my hearts anywhere. And I knew I'd used them at Hobby Maker because on my little book shows I did the other week.
Yeah.
But I could not find them anywhere. So Bex was like, oh, do you want to borrow mine? So I was like, oh, yeah, please. So she gave me her set and she had like 4 missing. And it was like literally the 4 that I wanted to use. So I was like, do you know what? I'm going to go and get us a brand new communal set of heart dies. It's a full set that we can all use.
Yeah.
Got it, opened it, went to put it in my bag at Hobby Maker when I finished and found my original set.
Oh, well,
Yeah.
now you've got 2.
Now we've got 2.
And we can finish Bex's set.
Exactly, yeah, we've got a complete set now at least.
So I've stolen Bex's stars. And she also said there's 3 missing. And I was like, it's all right. I probably can do it with what we've got. So yeah, we probably need some communal stars now as well.
Yeah. I think I've got a full set of stars.
So let's just go back in and...
It's because you managed to cram so many on, Stace. It's all the
on
little ones
on the
on the die sheets, yeah.
I know. Well, I don't like to leave any space, so we like to just fill the space with everything possible. Because you're paying for these.
Exactly. Yes, we're very good at value for money.
We don't want to not fill the space.
No, definitely not.
So let's put these, and I have gone in randomly with this. That is not on straight at all. What was I doing there?
Cute. Love this.
We're getting there.
We've got everybody in the comments singing Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini because of your polka dots.
Well, I have gone in with my polka dot top as well today.
I noticed.
Yeah,
I noticed.
I
I
think
did think you were
polka
going to whip a yellow polka dot bikini out then when you were...
Imagine if I'd prepared it earlier. Here's one. Don't. Oh, dear me. Right, so we've got our clear white parchment.
Ooh.
Can't remember what it's called. Dove white, I think it is.
Dove white, I think,
And then we're going to use one of our stars. Now let's just see, probably a slightly bigger one. Because I didn't want to cover up the embossing. So this is kind of going to show some of the embossing, still have that background, but we're going to have almost like a centerpiece.
Okay.
So it just has a center point of your card. I always think cards should have some sort of focal point.
Yeah.
Whether it's your sentiment, whether it's your topper. Let's just go in with some tape. Now, remember that we've removed that plate from your machine to do the embossing, so remember to put that back in. Obviously yours, if you're using a big shot, will be attached, so you won't forget. But ours, as you can see, are the most well-loved plates and machine ever. But it is still my favourite.
Absolutely, yeah.
Out of all the ones
still
we've
does
got,
the job.
This is my favourite, and I shouldn't have favourites.
I know, but I think once you do find a machine that you love and works for you.
Yeah, I think everyone has. I mean,
Definitely.
Bex uses the Gemini a lot, doesn't she? And
yeah, we both use the MIDI. It's a communal machine because neither of us can be bothered to get up to go to the big ones, so we only use small dies.
yeah, well, if you don't need the big machine, then there's no point, is there? It just takes time to run through.
Yeah.
But I do prefer a manual machine. That's just my preference. But so we've got that star which can go in the middle, and we've also brought in, so then I can do as much techniques as possible today, that sentiment that's going to fit here. So let's go in. I think we're going to put a foam pad in the middle, but we're going to like double layer the foam pad so then it can sit just in the centre.
Oh, nice.
So it kind of hides it a little bit. Let's just, there you go. Then you can actually place your star wherever you want to.
Yeah.
Rather than doing it the other way.
Yeah, I get that.
If you have any questions about embossing folders as well, please let us know.
Oh yeah, please do. There's lots of comments, but no questions yet. But please do ask if you've got any questions about the embossing folders. Any questions just for Stacey in general.
I like questions.
We like questions.
Yeah.
It's always good to get Stacey in here as well, isn't it?
So let's do this on the back of this. And I'm going to go in with our dotty tape runner. These are tiny little dots that are just amazing. These just transform dies, like just
This just
sticking
makes it
dies
so much
together.
easier, doesn't
yeah,
it?
it does. So we're going to just offset this a little bit. So I've gone in with the exact same colours. So it's the white and the, what I'm calling tangerine orange today.
I think you might be right.
Or tangerine zest.
I'm
or
not very
something
good at
like
the
that.
names though, if I'm
No,
completely
I'm
honest.
not. It's just orange. See, I do this. I sometimes write cards for Anne for the magazine or for other things, and I just type in orange, and
I
she's like,
know.
"That's not the name."
It would be much easier, wouldn't it though? If we
It
just said
would.
orange,
Yeah,
yellow.
just orange. And then because we've already raised this star up, we're just gonna stick this down
Okay.
flat. You could, if you wanted to spend the time, put foam pads on these. You have got enough room.
Oh, definitely.
On
It's a
the
nice chunky
chunky
sentiment
bits.
for that, isn't it?
Yeah.
Viva said, I never thought I'd use the dotty runner as much as I do. It says thing ever. I think she means best thing ever.
So let's just.
And lots of love for that Sending Smiles die. It's one of our
There
favourites.
you go. And I have got a card blank, but you get the idea. you go.
Cute. Look how sweet that is.
And
I
look at
absolutely love
The
that.
texture as well. So
Yeah.
you've got the sanding, which brings in the white, and then you've got the ink that brings in the orange. So they just work perfectly
Yeah,
together.
it really does. It's gorgeous. Love, love, love. Thank you so much, Stacey.
You're welcome.
Okay, are you ready for everything we've got in this section? Because there's absolutely loads.
Are you ready for Stacey's shopping list?
So, you need some ink pads, okay? Our Prism. Oh, we're moving again. Oh, there we go. We're in. So your Prism ink pads Ultimate Collection gets you all 40 of the Prism ink pads and the crafting handbook. Your diamond price there is £69.98, so incredible value there for all of your ink pads. You see us use these all the time. They are just the most amazing ink pads. They're water-based as well, which means they're going to react with water to give you some really cool, fun backgrounds. There are loads of projects in the handbook showing you how you can kind of get the most out of them. You can watch back any of our shows where we've used ink pads as well. You'll be able to see loads of really cool techniques. They are just so handy to have in your stash. So that is your Prism ink pads Ultimate Collection. Next for you, we have got the Prism pearlescent powders. Now we don't see these very often, I have to say. So they are available as individual ones, but look at that value in the set of all four. It's going to be just £23.99, should be £40, just under. And it's going to get you all 12 of the colours there as well. So you don't need to cherry pick. You don't need to pick which ones you want to use, which ones you're going to use most. You're going to get them all. £23.99. And each one of these pots is just jam-packed full of mica. They are just wonderful. Again, lots of techniques with these. I'm sure we've probably done a show with them, showing you all the things that you can do with them, because they are just amazing. A little bit more mixed media, maybe if you've not ventured into this kind of technique yet, then treat yourself and have a go, because it is they are absolutely wonderful. So that is your Prism powders. Next for you, to go alongside your ink pads, you definitely need some blending tools and some sponges. So let me grab these for you. So you can get the 2 tools and 30 sponges, 30 foam pads in total for £10.79 if you're a Diamond member. That is such a good price,
amazing.
isn't it?
Even if you just need the sponges, just get the deal.
Just get the deal, because it's so worth having spares of these, because I'm always losing mine. Honestly, they always go missing. So all of the sponges, in fact, get a couple of these and then you've got enough sponges for all of your ink pads. Get the Velcro dots, pop them on the bottom of your ink pads, and then you've got a sponge for all of your colours as well. So £10.79 for your tools and sponges bundle. Next for you, we've got a rather new addition to our Premier Craft Tools. This is your Crafty Brayer. Just £8.99 if you are a Diamond member. It has got that fabulous kind of roller there, which is just going to be perfect for using with your inks, paints, glues, anything like that. even if you're just wanting to put like pressure down on your stamping platform or your stamps, something
You
like
can
that.
actually use this. So I did a couple of techniques yesterday. I was having a play around with it. If you use your embossing folder, put it in, instead of putting it through your machine, if you give it a really good firm with your brayer,
Ooh.
it does emboss,
Yeah.
but just not as much. So
Not
if
as
you don't
deep.
want that really deep embossing,
Oh,
you
that's
just
a
want
cool
a little bit of
idea.
texture,
Yeah.
use your brayer, and that just
Get
perfectly
your
does
muscles
it.
out.
Yeah, get
Yeah.
your muscles out, yeah.
Yeah, that's
Bit
cool,
of
isn't it?
exercise for the week.
Yeah, definitely. That is our bingo wing exercise. Ideal for applying firm and even pressure to card folds, decoupage, fabric seams and the back of stamps. Great for applying glues, paints and inks evenly over large surfaces. Lightweight and comfortable to hold. Simple compact design and durable construction. And easily disassembled for cleaning. Who knew?
Oh, yeah, it does, yeah.
It's fabulous, isn't
Which
it?
is really actually useful because
It is.
I got, again, orange ink.
Orange ink, yeah.
Yeah, orange. Yeah, that was my day yesterday. Orange ink all over it. And I was like, how I'm gonna have to roll it and clean a bit and roll it. No, it pops
just
out.
comes
It's
out.
perfect. It's
Yeah.
great.
It's wonderful, isn't it? Just £8.99 for your crafty brayer. And then our final thing that we need to show you in this section, we actually went through those pretty quickly, to be fair, is the large glass mat.
You need it. Add it.
It's
Add it
not
to your
even,
basket.
it's just not a question. I'm so sorry, but you do
Nope.
need this in your life. It is just the most amazing tool. I've had mine on my desk for a few months now, since we first got the kind of samples back. And I don't think I could live without it now.
No, well,
just...
I prefer a glass mat for cutting.
Yeah.
Fussy cutting. I think it's easier. You've got the area here for your ink. You've just seen me dab onto
perfectly
it.
sized to
So
fit
if
those
you're
ink pads
using,
in.
yeah, so let's get the tool. It's not got the sponge on it, but it's perfect size. So you can get
Make
rid
your
of
own
some
little
of your ink.
palette.
You can make your own little palette. You can bring in your different colours. Obviously your ink pad is smaller than that, so that's going to fit in there
Yeah.
perfect. And my absolute favourite is this popular card sizes.
Yeah.
Because the amount of times I have to Google how big an A6
Yeah.
card is.
Yeah.
Because they're
Because
just
it's such a
funny
random
size,
measurement,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah, definitely. It is so handy. One of my favourite things on there is the centre point as well.
Yeah.
So right in the middle, at the top of your board, you have a centre point, and I use that so much. Sometimes if I can divide by half when it's a nice easy number.
Yeah, so you've got the centre
6,
point
4s, things like that. But if you've got something that's a little bit of an odd measurement,
Yeah.
and you need to find the middle, it's ideal.
And you've also got your card sizes on there. So you've
Yes.
got 4x4, 5x5, 6x6, 7, 8. You've got A5, DL. You've got all sorts.
You've
on
got
there.
everything
It's
you
ideal.
need. Absolutely everything. It's got metric and imperial measurements. It's got handy 45-degree and centre lines. I've never needed to use a 45-degree angle in my life, I'm not going to lie. It's got the space for mixing colours, heat resistance, so you can use this with your heat tool as well, and your hot glue gun. It protects your worktop underneath, so if you do craft at your dining table, for example, or a desk where you don't want to be messing it up, then this is just going to be absolutely perfect. It's got the non-slip rubber feet as well, so it isn't going to move when it's on your surface. Obviously it's nice and easy to clean because it's glass. It's so simple to clean up, and it is such a good size. It's, what's its official size? 12.6 inches by 17.7 inches. So it's kind of, is it like an oversized A3? I feel like
yeah,
it's...
it does. Let's get a piece of A4 if I've got one.
It's such a good size. If you are working on a surface, it kind of covers quite a large area, so you're not going to end up with it getting ink anywhere you don't want it to be. It's literally going to stay on your desk. Yeah,
so
it's ever so slightly oversized A3. So yeah, it's such a...
You can actually use your A3
Yeah.
blocks and still craft on this
Yeah.
and not have to worry about going over the edge or anything like that.
Yeah.
It's going to fit on there perfectly.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
So yeah, apologies, but you do need this. £19.99 is such a good price.
Just
it
add.
really is.
All my shopping list, just add it.
Yeah, just
Add it
get Stacey's top picks. Get them all. That's it. That's it. Okay, I've got a few more cards to share with you as well. Let me just show you some of these. These are definitely a bit more inky as well. Look at that one there, using that sentiment again. Can you tell that we love it? Look at this one. This one is using the red chili and the fire coral prism ink pads. I love how that one's been done. It's really cool. Oh, look at this one as well.
That's amazing.
This is from
isn't it?
Donna. That looks so pretty, doesn't it? Absolutely gorgeous. And this one here is from Alison. Love that one. And again, look at this one. So even though they're 6x6, you can still use them on your big 8x8 cards as well. It's another one from Alison. Using all 4 of them together there as well. It looks wonderful. So £16.16 if you are a Diamond member. That is literally £4, 4 pence each. It's such good value, isn't it?
It is amazing, yeah, because if you think about, these are not, like, you're not going to use them in a certain season and then that's it.
No.
This is every season, every occasion.
And that's why you designed them like that, didn't you?
We designed them, me and Anne-Marie talked about what we needed, what we wanted, what occasions we were talking about, and these patterns just fit everything.
Yeah.
So you've got something for everything. Even sympathy, you know,
Yes,
you can use those dots for sympathy cards. You know, there is something for everyone.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, we are coming for another demo.
Cool.
I'm excited. What are we making now?
We're going to use our zigzags, which I'm sure on Hobby Maker they call them chevrons as well, which I quite like.
Yeah, I like chevrons.
And what I'm going to show you how to extend this a little bit so you can make a 5x7 card. So obviously it's slightly taller, the 5x7, than you. So we're actually going to cut this in half. So let's go in with our trimmer first, and I've cut this already down to 5x7. I'm pretty sure I did. Yeah, I did exactly 5x7. And then we're going to kind of cut panel here, so it doesn't really matter where you cut.
Okay.
You just want 2 pieces, if that makes sense. And then I've also cut another piece that is 5 inches wide, but I want it slightly smaller than the 7, so I've gone with 6, and it'll make sense why. It will make sense, I promise you. So let's get our scissors out. Let's get that plate out that we don't need. And let's go in with our largest one first. Now, when I was doing this, I've got to remember, I was prepping yesterday, and I think I lined it up with the bottom half, let's call this the bottom section of the card. I lined it up and did it here. Then with this piece, I did the exact same thing here, but it doesn't actually work because I think I turned it around or something. So
okay.
I'll talk you through it. So let's line this up, and what I've done is there's tiny little, you won't be able to see on there, but I'm lining it up with the bottom of the design, and then I'm going to use a tiny little bit of tape, but I'm going to put it on the back. Actually, no, we could probably put it on the top. And again, this will make sense. Put it somewhere where you don't need the sticky. So we're going to cut this top half off, so don't need the sticky there.
Okay.
So let's run this through. And we're using our black Superior stamping card, which I absolutely love because it's also got that black core in.
Yeah,
so
me
get
too.
in white. So didn't need to go through twice, but it's just habit. Let's pull that out. And look at that already. You could just leave it as that because it's just amazing.
Cool. So cool.
So let's pull this off. We're going to cut this off, so
it doesn't matter if it's torn a bit.
Yeah. So then on this smaller piece, we're going to line it up with the top. And please don't ask me how it works because I don't know. I was sat there baffled yesterday as to why it wasn't working. It just would not line up, and I don't know how. Just like some sort of weird magic.
We like a bit of crafty magic.
So it's only in the top bit, so we can run that back through. And you can see that we're actually going to cut off this bit, which is why I've put the tape here. So let's pull that off there. And then you're going to also run through your white piece. Again, kind of line it up in the centre.
But just as is, you don't
just
need
as
to...
is, yep.
Okay.
And run that through. It'll all make sense.
I'm sure.
Well, I hope it makes sense.
I'm not doubting you, Stacey.
I did it yesterday, so...
I've got faith in you.
We'll see. It was actually inspired, this card, by the very lovely Natalia, who did an absolutely stunning card. It's probably at Hobby Maker because I've not seen it here.
Okay.
So go back and have a look on Hobby Maker because it was absolutely beautiful. And a big shout out to the team because they did an absolutely amazing job.
Oh,
I
they
gave
really
them
have.
a very long list of techniques, and I was like, can you try all these different things? I don't know if they're going to work, and I was just blown away by what they sent back. So thank you to everybody that worked on this. I've got bits. Right.
Oh my goodness, Stacey, there's even more in this section.
Oh my goodness, there is.
What are you playing at, woman?
So let's just make sure, yeah, this is going to line up nicely. We're doing it right.
Okay, this is good.
I know, yeah.
Always a
So,
bonus when it's working.
You can use your craft knife if you want to. I'm going to use scissors, and we're going to just cut along some of that debossed area. This is where I cut it all. Get to the end and it doesn't work.
Cute.
I genuinely
Like
cannot
this.
tell you what I did wrong yesterday with my first attempt.
I don't know.
You know when you just make something and you're just baffled by
Quite a lot, yeah.
just no idea. So personally I'm a craft knife person, but for speed I'm just doing it with scissors. You don't really get any different effect, I just find it easier. So make sure that you're going to have the zigzags the same way, and then cut off another part of it. And I think the zigzag's probably the easiest to do with this,
Yeah.
because you get that nice edge that you can follow.
This would look so cool if you cut out like lots of individual zigzags and did like
Definitely, yeah.
a black and white chevron-y card.
Well, you could just emboss this and then cut it out and use it as border strips. And just cut out zigzag strips.
Mm-hmm.
This would be great for Easter. I kept thinking that yesterday.
Wouldn't it? With your egg nest and die.
Yes, yes, get all them. So what happens is this makes up the card, and then this, which is why it's slightly smaller, is going to go underneath.
Oh, I see.
But it gives us a little bit of wiggle room.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we can line this up with the embossing. We can leave a little bit of a gap here so you get that nice edge. So it just gives us a few different options. But what we're going to do is we're going to use our pearlescent powders on this, which is why you need your sticky on the bit that you're going to cut off, because when I did it yesterday,
Your powders will stick to it.
I got a little bit sticky here, and it doesn't really ruin it. It's just me being a little bit of a perfectionist.
They stick to everything,
prefer
though.
not to have that. So I'm using the shimmering silver, and I've put little dots in mine.
Yeah.
I prefer to tap it out. Now I know Kat did this with the finger daubers
Oh, okay.
and water. I tried it and I wasn't that keen, but that's just me. I prefer using my finger
Ooh.
because I feel like I can control how much goes on a little bit more.
Yeah, I get that.
You can kind of wipe away as you go.
That looks so good.
And you don't need a lot. You can see how much I've pulled out.
Yeah.
If you wanted to set this a little bit more, I would say probably use a little bit of hairspray.
Yeah, and it needs to be like the cheapest hairspray
Yeah.
you can get.
But I did this yesterday, and it's travelled and
Yeah,
all sorts. It's not coming off.
Because
on
you're
my
not
hand.
actually putting that much on.
Yeah.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
So we're just going to go around and we're just going to highlight all that really nice embossing.
I'm trying to see if I can find Nat's card in the on the drive.
Oh, Natalia's.
Oh, was it Natalia's? Sorry.
It was Natalia's, yeah. It will be on the
We'll be on the drive, won't
group
it?
if you.
Oh yeah. Let me just have a quick look in here because I'm in here now.
I think it was a white card with black in the background.
What are the under?
Will it be under Moonstone?
Under Moonstone.
Tiny bit more.
Moonstone Embossing Folders. Got it. Let me have a look.
Now
So
you could
white one with the
use-
zigzags.
Yeah. Don't know whether it came back in time. For
Oh, there's some
to be
fab
sold.
cards in here that I haven't seen though.
I know. So let's just tidy up. as we go. Let's not make a mess today. And these
Let's not make a mess today.
these just come off, and you can see that mica. Look at that blue. You would not think
Oh, that blue gets everywhere.
that had blue in it.
That blue is everywhere. I'm not joking you, I'm sure it's in every single colour.
Well, this is why we need to tidy as we go. We're being good today. And you've got a little bit of gold in there, you've got a bit of blue. So add water to them, have a play with them.
Yeah,
Make
definitely.
you know, get those, we sell those bottles, don't we?
Yeah, the little spritz bottles, yeah.
Add a little bit in there, add some water, and you get a totally different look because then you can spray it.
Yeah.
A bit like your glimmer mists.
Oh, you're kind of doing like back to front.
Yeah, I'm doing it the opposite way.
Let me show you very quickly. Look.
How nice is that with the colours as well, though?
It's really cool, isn't it?
So we're doing a slightly different technique because we're using the the pearlescent powders because I really wanted to show you how nice that works with this. So let's start putting this together.
Oh, she's very good, isn't she?
She's just amazing. She is. Right, so let's go in with our construction glue because then we have a little bit more wiggle room. And mine is already pouring out, so that's not a good sign, is it?
All of my stuff stuck in my...
Oh no, it's like pearlescent powders, like you know, glimmer mist.
Yeah, I need a ball in there, don't I, to shake it up. All my protein powder's stuck at the bottom of my smoothie. That's the best bit.
We've stuck that down with some construction glue just so we've got a little bit of wiggle room. Because we then want to, we can trim these down a little bit as well. This is where your alignment comes into it. So spend a little bit more time aligning them on your actual embossing folder because then it's much easier. But let's go in with some foam pads.
I love how the powders just really picked up that detail. It looks so good.
Picks up the detail and then it brings in that white as well from the background because it's got that slight silvery look. You could do this with gold because gold works really well with that, and then put maybe gold mirror in the background.
Yeah,
that'd be really nice. And you can see as I'm working with this, there's no transfer anywhere, so you don't need to set it. That's just if you were wanting to be really safe with it, like transporting.
I think it's more when you're using Versamark and you're kind of getting it to cling to that you need to set it. I think for what you've done there, it's absolutely fine, isn't it? Lots of people are loving the little top tip about putting just a little shaker hole in your pearlescent powders rather than taking that seal off.
Natalie's not done that. And
no,
Natalie's
I've done
got hers in boxes.
Yeah.
And there is pearlescent powder everywhere.
Yeah, and Natalie's had my pearlescent powders and now there is pearlescent powder everywhere.
It's just...
I can't even open the
fine,
box.
But you just have to do a lot of cleaning up.
Yeah, so mine are in my big storage box, which to be honest, I don't really use that storage, other than my ink pads.
Yeah.
It's more for show when we're taking the storage box to Hobby Maker. And I made the mistake of on air, like just showing how the boxes come out, and one of them's obviously got pearlescent powders in. And I'm not joking, after the show, my hands were blue. And I'd not even opened the box.
No, Natalie's are like that. So you just need to do the top tip.
No, but I do that. That they are my pearlescent powders, and I have done that. But Natalie's had my pearlescent powders.
Oh, okay.
And now there's blue everywhere.
Well, how's Natalie got hers everywhere?
I don't know.
She's a bit of a messy crafter.
I'm quite a messy crafter as well, but she's much with that. It's too messy for me. I'm not down for that.
No, we are missing our Natalie. It's very quiet in the office.
It is very quiet. I'm just missing her morning mood.
This is very true. Yeah, the morning stomp. So what I've done is I've got my combos. I love this because it has got the upper and lower cutting die as well if you wanted to create this sort of look. We've just gone in with some silver mirror.
Stacey's losing her mind.
We're going to add it here. I probably should have put it on double foam pads, but you get the idea. And then I didn't actually want to use the stamp, so I thought, what can I use it with?
Oh, always.
Same favourite.
Yeah.
Just my type. Because I wanted... So now I didn't know whether to go black or white with this. And I think it's probably white to make it stand out. But I did see the perfect sentiment.
Oh, but did you not cut it out? Because you're not going to be able to find it again now.
I know it was on the side somewhere. If not, we'll just pick another one. We'll just pick another one.
This is what happens.
Fine,
you
look.
see, you've got to get it when you spot it because it runs away.
I know. Let's do new job.
Oh, cute. Could be for a lot of things, couldn't it?
Well, I'm sure
on your wedding day is quite cute as well. Like hooray on your wedding day.
Yeah, I had hooray. I think I had. You did it. Oh, it's there. Of course, it's right there. As I've cut my sentiment out. I know. It's one of them days. So let's add that foam pad. So yeah, if you're following at home, I would put this on a double layer. You can cut away more if you want to, if you want more of a white panel, because you have got near enough all that space to work with because if you
definitely
you're embossing underneath. We're just going to add that there and then it just pops out the white.
Love that.
And there you go.
Amazing. Look how cool those fluorescent powders look. It's gorgeous. Love, love, love it. Thank you so much, Stacey. Okay, we've got a few more things to share with you. So we have got our Adorable Scorable and our Matte-tastic Adorable Scorable for you as well. So I'm going to whiz through the colours. Okay, we're not hanging around because there's lots. This is where we're going to find out all their official names as well. Burgundy. So this is your Adorable Scorable. So of course it's got that beautiful kind of satin finish to it as well. We've got berry red. We've got tangerine. It was Matte-tastic you used, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it's not that. Oh no. Daffodil. What is that on lime? What is that? Green holly. I can't see those letters are too far away in the camera for me. Blue. We've got baby blue. We have got heather. Mauve. Oh, those are nice together, aren't they?
Those are really nice together.
Yeah, I like that one. We have got hot pink and we've got pink flamingo. That is not all the colours. That is just a selection of. There are 30 altogether. Is that? Want to say? £4.99 each, or any three for £12. That just takes them down to £4 each. It's 40p a sheet. Such good value, isn't it? So that one is your regular Adorable Scorable, and then of course your Matte-tastic has got all the exact same properties, but it's got that matte finish instead. Obviously you can't see it in here because it's all in bags, but you've seen it on screen. You know what we're working with. So we've got the letterbox red, orange twist.
Orange twist
is its official name.
Kind of close.
Yeah, love that. We've got our sunshine. Oh, such a happy colour. We've got our fresh cucumber. Nice. Blue ice. Is that? Oh my gosh, they're so small. It's like the worst eye test ever. Pigeon blue. It's a lovely colour, isn't it? It's gorgeous. Orchids. We've got carnation. Nice. Sandstone? Yeah. And black. No, chocolate. Oh, chocolate. It's very dark, isn't it?
Oh no, it's brighter on that screen.
Oh yeah, and especially next to
like
me
a
because I'm black as
chocolate.
well.
Yeah.
Yeah, nice. So they are your, again, just a small selection, and those colours of course were new for 2024. So what we are doing with our Matte-tastic and Adorable Scorable is bringing a new colour selection every 2 years. So these are going to be the colours until 2026. It's quite scary, isn't it?
Yeah, that is scary.
2026. Oh my goodness, madness. And then we've also got our gorgeous shimmer card for you as well. So you saw that and some of the samples. I've got some more to share with you as well, so you can see exactly how this looks when it's embossed. So we've got the Midnight Black. It's got a very subtle shimmer on the Midnight Black. You need to see it with your own eyes to appreciate its beauty. It's gorgeous. Excuse me, we've got the Purple Lavender. Absolutely stunning. Classic silver. It is gorgeous. Remember, with your silver as well, you can colour this with your alcohol pens. If you want to add a little bit of a different colour to this, you can do that as well. You've got your emerald green, you have got your jade green, you have got your ruby red, and you have got that gorgeous gold as well. See, that's just gold. Why is it not something else gold? Because that's not what we do here. Jen must have been having an off day when she called, because she named all of those, mustn't she? So that is your shimmer card. Again, any 3 for £12. Can you mix and match those with your adorable scoreable?
Yeah, I think you can.
That's exciting, isn't it? So you can get one of each, try them all, have a go. And then let me show you the embossing folders again before I show you the cards. So this is the fabulous board. Oh, I was one step ahead of you, Jess. One step ahead of you for once. So you've got the dots, the zigzags, the stars and the stripes. So you can see that incredible embossing there. I will get the folders again for you as well, so you can see them a little bit more close up. So we have the stripes for you. We've got the stars. We have got the dots. And we have got the zigzags, the chevrons, whatever you'd like to call it. So the £5.99 each, any 2 for £9.98, or all 4 for £16.16 if you are a diamond member, which is getting 1 free at least.
Yeah.
And you know, it's saving even more if you're a diamond member. It's just incredible, isn't it? And just look at all the different ways that we can emboss it on all the different substrates. We've got adorable scoreable there. We've got our Matastic where we sanded that back. We've got our, excuse me, our black stamping card and our prism powders. We've got a craft card. It's gorgeous. We've got Miri there as well for you. We have got our white parchment, giving you that traditional kind of parched effect. We have got acetate. Looks gorgeous. We've got our watercolour card using our watercolour mediums on there as well. That's that stunning shimmer card. It is gorgeous. And then we also have our coloured parchment. I was going to say pattern then. You could use it on patterned as well. But yeah, your coloured parchment there as well. So lots and lots of different ways that you can use your embossing folders. They are just amazing. I'm going to come back to that because I don't know what I've done. But look at some of these makes using our adorable scoreable there as well. That's the Matastic. So just sanding those colours back to give you such a lovely effect. Look at this one. This one's from Kirsty. Teaming it up with your dies. These are going to be such a staple to use with all of your stash, just as a background. They don't have to be the focus. They can just be purely for backgrounds like this. You know, you can do so much. Love this one again from Karen. Look at this whopper from Sally, using our regular adorable scoreable there. So you've got that lovely satin finish. We've got this one from Victoria, using a Matastic and regular adorable scoreable together there. This one is super cute from Samantha. Again, Matastic, teaming it up with our Geo Design paper pads. And then look at this, absolutely gorgeous. This is from Jessica. It is a shaker card, but we've got glitter in there. It is absolutely awesome. But look how cool those stars look in that background on that shimmer card. It's fabulous. Okay, we're going for one final demonstration.
Well, don't mind me.
Stacey's just, you know, just doing some stuff.
We asked whether we could put like a folded piece of acetate in.
Ooh.
So I thought I'd try it.
It's made it a bit curly.
Yeah. But if you uncurl it, like with a bit of time.
Bit of pressure.
Yeah, it does go through both sides. So.
Ah, so you can make actual card blanks.
Yeah.
Amazing. I love that.
Once you've got some toppers and stuff on there.
Oh yeah,
it'll be perfect. But the other thing that you can do with the stripes is put it through one way. So let's say we put it through that way, take it out and put it through the other way, and it creates a crosshatch. It's really nice. Kat did it.
That's such a good idea.
It's such a good idea. It's so nice. So I thought while we're here, I'll just do a quick run through of some techniques I tried yesterday. So this is Prism Inks with brayer, and no, I didn't put it through the machine. I literally just pushed it on.
Okay.
And it creates this almost like outline look,
Yeah.
which I thought was really nice. And you do get, depending on how much pressure, you do get a little bit of embossing on there. This was also with a brayer, so this is using one side of colour, applying the colour onto one side,
Yeah.
wiping it off, and then applying the colour on top of that. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So you're doing the orange onto here, then doing the yellow onto there.
Yeah.
And you get this like two-tone,
That's really cool.
distressed look. So I thought that was really nice.
Oh, that one looks good.
This one is swiping the actual ink pad onto here.
Yeah.
So and then it, depending on which side you do it, this is actually on the embossed edge.
Yeah.
But if you wanted it, you just try it on the other side for the other one. So I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, I like that. Oh,
This
that one's
is
cool
applying
as well.
it with water. So with your water brush, actually applying it with the water brush, and you get this kind of almost like watercolour effect. If you try it with your watercolour paper, it'd probably give you a totally different effect again.
Oh, yeah, it would, yeah.
And then a similar effect, but I did it the other way round. But then you can see the difference if you try and colour.
Oh, yeah.
You just don't get that same look.
Yeah.
You don't get that same, almost like precision.
Yes, yeah.
So I just thought that was interesting.
Yeah,
I was trying
definitely.
things yesterday, and I just wanted to show you them.
I think your markers would be really good for the stripes if you wanted to get like that colour down onto the embossed areas, you know,
Yeah.
your chisel end.
Yeah.
It'd be really good.
The only thing is it may, because it's alcohol. Are you talking about your alcohol marker?
On your actual embossed card, not your
Oh,
plate.
okay.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
say,
Not your
don't-
embossing folder.
Yeah,
No, just
yeah.
on your
I'll put it on there.
embossed card. No.
Okay, so we're going to do a bit of inking. So I've got a 6x6 piece of card.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to go in, I've written it down, sea green on the purple side. So we're going to go on this side. I'm going to swipe it. And I did a very rough test run yesterday. So we're going to see. Actually, I don't know why I didn't do that yesterday. I tapped it on. Let's try again. This could go horribly wrong, but we'll
It's
see.
not going to go horribly wrong, Stacey. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine.
Right. Should have brought some thingy with me as well. So you can wipe it on. I tapped it on. I remember now.
Tap,
You
tap, tap.
more of an even finish with the tapping.
Okay.
You don't get like streaks.
Yeah, I get that.
So it's just a different effect. And this is kind of, so this, the actual stripes are raised. This is kind of like the whole background is raised. So this, once we put it through, is going to leave the raised stripes white.
Okay.
So if you want the other way around, do it on that side.
Do it on that side.
But it'll make sense why we're doing it on this side.
I
So
think
that's
the
your
best
sea
thing
green.
to do is just have a play with these, isn't it? When
That's
you get
all
them
I
home?
did yesterday. Just have a play. They're really easy to clean, especially if you're at home, because you don't have to use baby wipes and stuff like that. You can just use the sink. So very carefully fold that, and you don't really want it to move. You don't want it to smudge or anything like that. So just be careful putting that through. And we'll see.
Amazing.
We'll see what this does.
I'm just going to quickly repeat the Win It Weekly because there's
Yeah.
random comments of festival scrambled eggs, and if anyone's just tuning in, they're just going to be like, what on earth? So we would like to know from you, which of these traditions occurs on the first day of spring every year? Is it A, the festival scrambled eggs, B, the Battle of the Oranges, or C, a mashed potato wrestling? Is there gravy with the mashed potatoes? Or is it just mashed potato?
Just mashed potato with gravy.
Because then I was thinking, well, I wonder
It's
if
a
I
bit
could just
wet
eat it.
With mashed potato, you can kind of put it into a ball, can't you? Like
could,
snowballs.
Like snowballs.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
That's why I thought it was fun. So it comes out like this. I've got a tiny little bit of movement here. But
You
yours will
can't
be
really
perfect
see
because
that,
you're going to
though.
take more time. So you could just leave it like that. Instead, I've gone in with teal. And this is where it might go horribly wrong, but we'll see.
No, it's going to
Now,
be fine.
When I tried this yesterday, I went with the stripes. And then you get some ink in between.
Okay.
Go against the stripes and it should work.
Okay.
really, really lightly.
Wow.
And
that
you
looks
want
cool,
really
doesn't it?
lightly. Like, I was a bit heavy-handed yesterday.
Okay. So Stacey's tried all these things so that you can get it right first time.
I have. I also tried mine with
that
a
looks really
cat
cool.
helping.
Oh,
So your cat will be helping, hopefully.
Oh, they might be.
They might be.
They might be.
So just make sure that you're going against the embossing, so you don't get it in the grooves.
Oh, that looks so cool, doesn't it?
But it just pops out.
Yeah. That looks
So you could do this with
good.
2 totally different colours if you wanted to. I've gone in with like 2-tone.
Yeah. It looks so good.
And it just picks up that embossing perfectly.
Amazing. That
So
looks
imagine
so good.
if you didn't colour the background, you did it in white and then you used red.
Yes,
Then you've got your red and white,
definitely.
which would be perfect. Because if you use your blending tool, it still goes into the grooves.
It gets in, doesn't it?
So what you want to do is do that in white, then go across with your red, and you'll get your red and white for Christmas. So keep that in mind. So then what we're going to do, just going to leave that a minute to dry. We're going to do a 6x4 card. So I've cut this down to 3 1/4 by 5 3/4.
Mm-hmm.
Got one of our circle nesting dies from our scallops and straight edge.
Oh, my favourite set of all time, that.
It is.
I absolutely
I
love
love it. Let's bring that plate in because we are cutting. So you might have to swap and change your plates as you're working through this. So let's get that back in there. I'm going to run this through. And if you've got multiple machines, you could have one set up for your embossing and one set up for your cutting.
Oh, you
and then
could?
You wouldn't need
some faff around, would you?
I stole this over the weekend.
But it's okay, I don't think anyone would be using it.
And so I had one set up, I had this one set up for my embossing.
Oh, okay.
And I had my Cuttlebug set up for my cutting.
Amazing.
It was very handy.
Yeah. With the cats helping with that as well?
Yeah, they like to, Ellie likes to put her hand through the little gap. Because she's obviously seen that something goes in there.
Something goes in there.
So she has to put her arm in.
Yeah.
So we've got our aperture and we're actually going to place this over the top here.
Ooh.
So we're going to just trim this down to 6x4 exactly. So then we still have the border.
Oh,
Hopefully
nice.
This is dry enough.
You can give it a little blast with the heat tool if you wanted.
I was going to say, if you want to speed it up, blast it with the heat gun at home.
You just need to be careful when you're touching your white things.
So just cut off a strip so then you've got that edge to edge. So we're going to go 4. And then that's 6. Let's bring in our card blank again. So look how cool that looks, just like that. And you could just add something in the centre.
So cute.
We're just going to add this, and then you get that stripes down the edge as well.
Nice.
Which is just amazing. Imagine this in red white.
Yeah, it's going to look so cute for Christmas.
This is definitely going to be my go-to.
Also, you know when you get the kind of old school envelopes for like air mail, where they've got like a red and white stripe, haven't they?
So let's stick this on here, and I've just used my permanent tape runner.
Yeah.
Then let's stick this on with foam pads. And then for the centre, I've gone in with I think it's called football something.
Called what?
The football die set that we did. Got football and rugby on it and a few other things.
Yeah.
Part of our fun and games collection.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to give you a bit of a secret. There's only a few left.
Is there?
So if you want it, you need to get it.
Yeah, because that won't be coming back, will
No. So please, if you want the football and rugby set, please go and get it, because when I looked this morning, the box was very
very low.
They were very low. Yes.
Yeah.
We could see the bottom. So let's
that looks so cute on there.
And then hopefully I've not lost it. This is where I've lost it. After all that.
You haven't lost it, Stace. You
Oh
haven't.
no, I haven't. It's here. So I cut out the little trophy, coloured it with my alcohol markers.
Nice.
And I did write down the colours if you're following at home. It's 405, 406 for the yellows, and then CG4 for that little silver plate. And then we're kind of going to just pop it here. And then it's Father's Day coming up. So I thought...
It is.
This stamp set does stay in stock. I don't know how many we've got in at the moment, so if you want it, grab it. But it's got Happy Father's Day on the actual set.
Amazing. It's 8 weeks yesterday. Father's
That's
Day.
not long, is it?
Do you know what's even scarier though is the fact that it's June in 8 weeks.
I know.
And it's not just June, it's like the middle of June. 16th of June is Father's Day.
Now, don't do what I do and stick it on. Make sure you stamp it first.
Yeah, top tip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll make it work. Let's see. Oh, you get the idea.
Oh, see, that's what happens, Stace.
I'd try and line it up, but I'm not as good as Natalie, so.
I wouldn't risk that
No.
again. The
It's
stamping
just
press
Happy
would
Fathers.
have helped.
Happy Fathers is fine.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the stamp, well, just not sticking it on there would have been fine.
Well, yeah, that would have
I
helped
think
as
it's
well.
because of the gap.
But
The
your
foam
stamping press
pads are there.
may have. You would have been able
Well,
to go back in.
I brought in my stamping press as well.
It's no good just there though.
I know, it's just one of them days. Just having one of them days. So we put foam pads on. I'm going to stick this on
Oh, I
and it goes in
love
with
that.
the yellow.
You could do it
Really
in
nice
football
and
team
simple.
colours, couldn't you? And
Code, yeah.
it'd be really cool.
And there you go.
Ah, it's wonderful. Love that. I just love how striking the stripes are, like using those two colours.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put anything in the middle as such, because I just want that the embossing to do the work.
Yeah, yeah.
So let's do what we always do when I'm doing it. Let's bring in all the cards and show you all the different, because they are all totally different.
So different. So
So,
different. I love
yeah.
them. Thank you so much, Stacey. We do absolutely love having you in here. I know it adds extra jobs
That's okay.
to
I
your
had
job
a nice
list,
Sunday just
but we
playing around with
do
things.
love having Stacey in here. So TV schedule tomorrow, we are starting our big spring clean sale over on Hobby Maker. So make sure you tune in with Bex tomorrow. She's there at 1 o'clock and 4 o'clock with some epic bargains, like absolutely epic. You do not want to miss out on those. And then tomorrow it's me and Kelly, and we have got the layering masks. I'm very excited.
I'm very jealous that you're demoing them.
Excited. I never get to play with things like that, so I'm really, really excited. So that will be me and Kelly tomorrow at 10 o'clock. And that is all from us today. Enjoy the rest of your Monday, and we'll see you tomorrow.